Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm here continuing to work on the Junk Journal January 2025 prompts hosted by Meg Journals here on YouTube. And again, I have all of Meg's original video listed below in the description box. And today we are on day number 24, so just moving along. There's not too much left in the month. And today's prompt again is line. And so what I was thinking is I have a little pocket here next in my journal pages. So I think I'm going to make a journal card today with lines on it to put into that pocket. And so I did pull out, because I want to double it up since it is, this is kind of really lightweight index cards that I had in my stash, so I am going to glue them together. But before I do that, I wanted to kind of show you my thinking for today. So I did find this in my stash. It says January, and of course it has all these lines on it, so perfect for journaling. So I figured maybe I would just use the back sides of these cards, and I was thinking I would put that, glue it down almost like a pocket, so there'd be a pocket on the journal card, plus you could use it as journaling so that I could put like a piece of ephemera in it. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that on one side of the journal card, and then the other side I'm going to decorate. And so I did pull out, I pulled out this beautiful piece of scrapbooking paper that has lines on it, and I just love the vintage blue color of it. And I did already ink the edges. I am going to sew around it after we glue it on and everything. And once I cut it down to fit onto this journal card, I did have this scrap left. And so I'm thinking I could also glue that to the top part here. And if I'm going to sew the one side, I might as well sew this one also. So that's going to be the back side. And I'll just set these kind of separate, because I might work on both of them at the same time here. And I just chose this little smaller journal card out of my stash that I made a long time ago. And it does have lines on the back, and it says document. So I thought that would work to stick into this pocket. Or you could stick a little note just for, you know, journaling on or something, just some typewriter paper or something. And so I have that. I did pull out of my stash this postcard. I think it's a My Porch Prince one. So I was just thinking I would use that kind of as my main element to put down. I also found in my stash 2 rubber stamps that say Just a Line. And I bought them originally because my husband fishes. And so, like, you know, I do little cards that say Just a Line. Well, you know, there's a fishing line and or a fishing pole or something. So I'm going to use one of these on here, I think, at the bottom, because that's kind of, you know, I thought appropriate for today's prompt of line. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe at the bottom or something. And I also have the stamp for today, which is day number 24. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that up at the top. And I'm going to put some eyelash trim around the postcard. And then I also have a little bit of this really pretty trim left. And so I'm thinking I might just go around 2 edges with it. And then I figured I maybe needed one more like element or ephemera piece to put here in the corner. And so I dug out some of my Hobby Lobby like little ephemera stuff that you buy from their little packs. And normally I think I would have gone with a typewriter just because, you know, the word for the day is line, you know, because you can type a little line or something on the typewriter. But I just used a typewriter, a different one yesterday, and I don't really want to use another one today. So then I wrote it down to these couple of images. I really like the perfume bottle, and I like the clock, and there's a key. But I think I'm going to go with the little vintage lady, just because I figure maybe she's the lady either receiving the postcard or writing the postcard. So then I will glue her down. And so that's kind of my layout for today. Kind of a simple little one. We can work on it a little bit together, and then I'll go run and sew those couple things on the sewing machine, but just kind of a nice simple one today. I know yesterday I just wasn't feeling it. I just had that headache, so I just wasn't feeling 100% yesterday. I did, after I had finished that video, I did go in and I kind of laid in bed and just kind of relaxed a little bit and took, I did eventually fall asleep, but not right away. So I just took out my tablet and was just kind of looking at Pinterest for a little while, but I did manage to fall asleep, and after I woke up I felt a little bit better. You know, I don't get headaches very often, but when I do, they usually kind of hurt a little bit. So it was good to get over it. So I was happy when I woke up and I didn't have it, and I had the rest of my evening. So next I'm going to glue this down onto the piece of paper. Oh wait, no, maybe before I glue that, I think I can do this real quick. I'm going to glue this down to the index card first, I think. Should have probably done that first. I'm not even quite sure. I think this paper came from a really old paper pad that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It wasn't the Hobby Lobby brand, but it was one that Hobby Lobby used to carry a long time ago. And I just thought it was pretty when I was going through my stash. I was looking for, you know, any type of scrapbooking paper that I had with lines, because there's a lot of things out there. I also thought today you could have like just taken a piece of cardboard and tore it a little bit so that you saw the part where you get the lines on it and stamped it. I kind of had that idea for today too, if you wanted to go more junkish for your journal, but I like playing with the pretty papers that I have in my stash, so that's what I usually go with. All right, so that works, and let's just glue this down kind of at an angle. So I have these two little stamps. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I like it just a little bit better than this one. And this one, it looks like it came from a Stampin' Up! Set from 1997. I take my Stampin' Up!, if I buy Stampin' Up! Sets, I take them apart and put them in the drawers that make the most sense for me. I don't leave them in their original kits, which, you know, might not be a good thing, but I just find that I use them more if I put them in the drawer that makes the most sense to me. So this one was in, I kind of have a sentiment one drawer with lots of sayings or sentiments that are like related to other stamps. So I put that in that drawer. So that one says just a line. And then let's stamp the day at the top. And again, it's day number 24. So that works. All right, so we might as well, let's see. Might as well glue her down in the corner. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put this trim down. And I still have a little bit left for something else, so that's good. I really like this trim. It's kind of a pretty color, neutral, nice neutral color. All right. So yeah, I like that. So that's one side, and so let's do this other side real quick. And I think the only thing I have to do on this one is let's just glue this piece of paper down. I did ink the edges of the scrapbooking paper before I started today when my craft room was warming up again. I always have to turn the heat on when I come in. It felt warmer today coming in because it's really cold outside. It's quite cold here in Minnesota, so when you come in from outside, 60 degrees does feel good, but I usually bump up the thermostat to about 68. And then I turn it off, and then I'm usually good for while I'm in the craft room. So I'm not going to glue this down because I'm just going to sew it in place. I'm just going to sew it around like this. And I'm also going to sew this one, so I'll just come back. And then once the two are sewn or sewed around the edges, I will glue them together. So I will be back after I've been to my sewing machine to show you the final result. So I am back from sewing around the edges, and I really like how that looks. And I also did this with the pocket. So I'm just going to temporarily stick this one in here. It's something I've already had made, so I have something in the pocket. And then I did want to add a little embellishment to this side of the journal card. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and of course I'm going to add more eyelash trim on the back side. All right, now I like that side better. And then the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these two together. And I could have sewed them together while I was sewing, but I wanted to show you another idea for like a hidden spot. So now if I glue these together and I just glue the three sides, you can very easily stick something then in the top, in the inside, like a folded note or a piece of copy paper or writing paper or maybe a letter. And so I'm going to make this into kind of a little hidden spot into my hidden spot journaling card. So I'm just going to glue the three sides. But it looks like it's sewed together, but since both sides have sewing, have stitches on them. So I just thought I would show you guys that little trick or a little idea while I was working today. So I am going to clip this one to hold it. So that is today's finished one, and again that was day number 24, and the prompt was line. I really like how this one turned out, and I do have, like I said, that little extra hidden spot, and hopefully you guys like it too. You'll have to let me know what you think. And again, that's going to go into this little pocket right here for day number 24. And I will be back again tomorrow for day number 25, and tomorrow's prompt is modern. So that will be interesting for tomorrow. So thank you again, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.